Alright, today's video we're replacing a old incandescent bulb, very not so bright and yellow, with a new LEDs from Walmart. Okay. Alrighty, so take this off. Once you're done with that, put it away. So your next step is to take this bracket and install it up on the top, run the wires through it, install it. As you can see on the instructions, it's telling you you want to run the bracket through and you want to run the cables through the bracket and essentially connect everything once you run it through. And of course, the only one that you're not running directly through the bracket is the ground wire. The other two wires you can run through it, although technically speaking, you want to run the black wire through it first. Alrighty, so the setup is pretty straightforward. Black wire runs through the middle hole here of the bracket, and then white wire is outside, the ground wire is on the side. It's gonna go around this green screw. So we're not all the way up to the top because what we want to do is attach our wires. So again, we're going to connect black to black, white to white, and neutral to neutral. Once we do that, then we're going to tighten up the bracket all the way up to the ceiling, and then we're going to be able to use these little holes to attach the light fixture to the screws there on the bracket. So, all right, so we ran the ground wire around the green screw, connected it here, and then we're just gonna put one of the caps or the wire nuts on it. All right, once it's completely tight, you're good to go. You can move on to the white and then to the black. All right, so now that you have all your wires connected, make sure again, white to white, black to black, and then you have your neutral to neutral. You want to test the light before screwing everything back up. So there we go. Works and off. Perfect. And then you can screw back everything on. You can see that we use these screws that came before with the previous light, but technically you're supposed to use these. But since our junction box up there is not exposed, this is just extra now. But again, that's what you would use to connect it. So screw the bracket all the way up to the ceiling, and then you're gonna use the screws that are on the bracket to attach the housing, the light fixture. And the last thing you want to do is also, before you actually do that, you want to tighten up that green screw to make sure your ground wire doesn't get disconnected. So then you should be set. Okay, so now you have your light installed. You just want to make sure that your screws are all the way in. You attach that right to it, and you take your cover. It tells you here on the cover somewhere to rotate, open and close. So closes to the right, so you just want to attach this and close it so it doesn't fall off. And your light's all set. You can peel that off also if you want. There you are.